All right, we live.
All right.
All right, Shalom. First, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. Oh, hold on, real quick. Let me no, it's not that. It's this. There we go. All right. Yeah, real quick. All right. We're just going.
Keep it that way, man.
Oh, you want me to make it the other way?
Yeah, keep it that way. That's cool.
This way?
That's
All
it.
right. Yeah. Yeah. Basically, as you can see in the title, basically the feds, paid bros a visit, whatnot. All right, doing this their whole quote unquote investigation or whatever. But we all know that it's all written and mentioned to happen anyway. Okay, but nonetheless, man, just letting you know that it's not a joke, man. It's a serious thing. Okay, because just because they haven't knocked at your door or haven't pulled up, to you doesn't mean that you safe, man. Because what they're trying to do is they're trying to find, and that's why they're investigating all brothers basically in the camp because they're trying to look for a weak link, okay, that they can either try to sell out or cause them out of fear, all right, to turn or say something like basically what they did to the Central Park Five, where they cause them through fear to turn on each other, and they might just say, oh well, this other guy, he said that you said or you did this that, and then try to turn you, all right, on the next brother, so on and so forth. All right, but they keep asking about, oh, does anybody know about this David Anderson guy? And they know damn well none of us have ever seen that dude or heard about him, you know. And but they're still trying, and they ask, oh, is there anybody that might possibly have insight on why he might have did it or who he was hanging? We like, look, man, we don't know no David Anderson. All right, we don't know anybody closely related to him. We don't know, this guy is just popped up out of nowhere. For all we know, he could have been set up by you guys to come and do something like this. Okay, and you know damn well that we don't know anybody like that. Okay, but they're trying to push that because best believe if they're able to obviously with their lies, all right, try to tie us in, all right, to whatever happened over there. Yeah, we're in Manavala, it's a different camp or whatever, but they know about the difference in camps. But you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna try to equate us with it, all right. And if they succeed in doing that, which is gonna be false, it's gonna be a false narrative. They're coming after everybody. You know why? Because now they can say, "Oh, we got a solid camp or group that we can say to hell with all the difference in camps and all that. We're just coming after Israelites. We're coming after you all because then they can say we have an active group that is doing this, even though we have nothing to do with it. So if whether you in Great Millstone or you in I don't know what the alphabet, whatever other groups you in, they're gonna come after you. Okay, and basically what they it's all psyop and tactics to try and get on the mind because they know exactly what's going on. They listen to your phone conversations and all this, but it's psyop because we know that they've been doing that from the jump. But yet they tell you, oh well, now we're gonna monitor you, to try and get into your mind, but we know that you've been doing that from the beginning. Okay, you didn't find us because we gave you information. You already knew where we were, who we were, and what we're doing. All right, and we're not a threat. Okay, or else if we were guilty of something, when you pulled up, you wouldn't have pulled up to ask questions. You would have pulled up to straight up arrest us. But just showing you, man, and it's the same thing that happened in the scriptures. However, just understand when the scriptures tell you that you're gonna have loved ones turn on you and all these different things, it's no joke, man. All right, and it's not gonna be a difficult thing. It's gonna be like that. It's gonna be quick for them to do that. Okay, whether it's your parents, all right, or your relatives or your friends, whatever it may be. That's why Yahushua said, "Who is my mother and who is my father?" Those that do the will. Okay, because the ones that are in like mind as you, suffering the same thing as you, all right, are gonna understand more. All right, and the sincere brothers are gonna stay tight. But at the end of the day, you still have to keep your trust first and foremost in who? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. All right. So you got something?
Yeah, just this is all it's all something we already knew about. It's all prophecy. What I'm saying, and we're gonna get into that as well. But understanding what time it is and why it's happening. The Lord told us what you shall be persecuted for my namesake. What I'm saying, in the last days, and that's also what a sign to show His coming. All right, so we're not shaken by this. We're not surprised. It just it's part of prophecy.
Con-
You know, just like how the chip is going to be part of prophecy that's going to happen soon. All right, just like how you know, wars and rumors of war. We're seeing all these riots, sedition among men. Again, this is all part of the show, part of the movie. Okay, so we can't take some and leave some. We can't take some and be happy about, oh my God, yo, you see Trump is doing this, yo, da da da. And then when it's time for execution, all of a sudden it's like, oh wait, tell me what? This part of the prophecy, I'm not sure about. No, it's all part of it. We have to go through it.
That's
All
right.
right.
That's right. Yeah. So like you said, man, then they'll use, all right. The brother did a video earlier about how they're changing the narrative, and they're basically putting the threat. All right. At first, it used to be, you know, Islamists and all that, but now they're trying to push that onto us. All right. And it's sort of going to be that big cover and smokescreen, while at the same time they're simultaneously doing things. All right. On the backhand, you know, whether it's through the economy or, you know, enforcing the chip or whatever the case may be. So while everybody's eyes are on us and we're being demonized and all that, they're low key in the back signing legislations, activating FEMA camps, all right, you know, preparing those troops and all those different things. All right. So like we're saying, man, 2020 is definitely looking to be a hell of a year. And just like
Mhm.
Yahweh Shai said, you know, you have people that look at us and, oh, this and all that. Don't be scared for us. Don't weep for us. Don't look at us like we're gonna go through some shit. Because look, man, when that time comes, okay, because nonetheless, number one, the Lord is gonna deliver us, all right, with divine intervention. And number two, when all hell breaks loose, it's coming, everybody gonna get a piece of it, man. Okay, everybody's gonna get a piece of it. We just get ours first, all right, which the Lord is gonna have mercy on us, okay. But with you, He's not gonna do it for you as a test, okay, or for you to give a testimony on behalf of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. But the Lord is gonna bring this destruction upon the whole world, all right, to destroy these wicked people, man.
Mhm.
So if you're not of the elect, then you're done, you're through, you're cooked. Okay, but like the brother said, we've been speaking about these prophecies. We can't just get Job said, what shall we receive good at the hands of the Most High, not evil? So
Mhm.
you can't just say, oh well, you know, prophecy is sweet when I hear about the tensions in the Middle East, or I hear about the chip being pushed, you know, or these legislations they're passing, or you know, all these different seeing chariots. But when it comes to the actual hard part, where things get physical and things get intense, then you don't like prophecy. No, you got to go through the good and the bad. Did
That's
the
it.
Lord not tell who was it, John, that when you eat it, it will be sweet in your mouth, but in your stomach it'll be bitter?
Mm.
All right, you gotta have it all, man. Okay, so I have a quick precept here. This is Revelation chapter 2. I'll start at verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. All right, so the Most High knows and understands everything that's going on. Why? Because He set it up. All right, but He said we're rich. How are we rich? Through the knowledge in the scriptures, man. All right, we're rich by inheritance. Okay, we're rich in the spirit. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. All right. And now originally this is applying to actual Israelites, but in the prophetic sense, applying it to who? These so-called these people calling themselves Jewish and all that, which they know, all right, and there's proof that they're not. Okay. Now what we do is we'll tell you, all right, according to the scriptures, that you're Edomites, but we're not gonna do anything to you. Okay. Oh, what the Lord told us to do was to what? To come and tell you, teach the nations, let them know, teach our people, all right. And in the process of that, teach the nations, letting them know who they are. That's all we are. Okay. The Lord told us to lift up our voice like a trumpet. Okay. He didn't tell us to do anything extra, and that's the same thing. We're waiting upon the Lord. All
Mhm.
right. So it says, verse 10: Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. You know, and as the brother, we were just talking, man, and we were cracking jokes about it because, you know, he was just saying, look, you got to roll with the punches, man. All right, as they come, you can't be all tensed up and worried and you know, oh, no, man. We know it's gonna happen. It's a part of the movie, man.
That's it.
Okay, it's a part of it, man. But it has to happen, you know. So to hell with all these other extra things, man. Look, do you not understand that the Lord is about to put spiritual power upon the earth? It has been what 2,000 plus years since such things happened.
Mhm.
Okay, and He is about to physically put it upon the earth. It's not going to be he say she say. It's going to be right live and direct in front of your eyes.
That's it.
You know, your physical hands. All right, if you're a man of the Lord, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is going to be able to give somebody their sight back. All
Mhm.
right, or bring somebody back from the dead. Okay, or do all these different things, man. That is what's about to happen. But the scriptures say hey, in order to get there, you got to go through that path, man. You have to actually go get it. Okay, and we're on the path to it. So this is not a time to fear. This is not a time to be scared or to be shaken. We know that regardless of if they can't find anything on us, they're going to make something up. Okay, the same way they couldn't find anything on us, so they had to set up a false flag. All right, and then try to equate us with it. If they can't equate us with it, they will force their way to do so. All right. It says, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. We understand this is talking about, this is not talking about the spiritual demon Satan, all right, but his physical counterparts, all right, these elites who are in the higher ups that send the orders down and pass these, give these warrants and all these things for them to come grab us and, by a false lie, throw us in prison.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It says, that ye may be tried. See, so we're going to be cast into prison, not for our destruction, but so we can be tried. All right. So our faiths can be tested. All right. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days, because what does tribulation do? It tests your faith. All right. You see people's true colors when they're in an uncomfortable position. Okay. So it says, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So if you have to die in the concentration camp, all right, or in the detention center or whatever, gay man, as the scriptures say, be faithful unto death. All right, do not deny Yahweh Shai, okay, because he'll deny you before the Father. And if that happens, you're done. Esau already hates you. All right, you don't want the Most High against you. No. All right, so be faithful unto death. Now, you might not necessarily die in the FEMA camp. You might be sent there, and the Lord might bless you to deliver somebody from there. All right, whatever the Lord has a play, but each of us have a written a story that we have to fulfill. Okay, but you got it, brother.
Con, hey, and scriptures tell us that what Romans 15:4, everything written aforetime was written for our learning.
I get it.
Okay. Also, Con, you want to get that, and also that there is no new thing under the sun. Okay, so we all believe that this is the reincarnation of the Roman Empire. Then those same spirits that were back then are back here again. Okay, because Yahushua said, "What this generation shall not pass till all be fulfilled." Okay, so those people who are back there, we're talking about the centurions, we're talking about the Herods, the chief priests, the Sadducees, Pharisees, all those wicked people, and those prophets, those disciples and apostles are all back here again. Okay, because we have to finish our course. Okay, now when you go back and you read the book of Acts, okay, which we're living the book of Acts 2.0, okay, we go back, which I'd like for you to bring out, just have a testimony on what happened. Basically, the feds, coming up to Buzz and all this different funny shit, and then we're gonna get into, this is all being part of what? Persecution, okay, which isn't this is nothing new, okay. So we're gonna get that in the book of Acts, okay, just as a testimony again that what these are prophecies, that the Lord's words will never come back void. Everything He said will happen already started happening back 2,000 years ago, and now it's going to finish. Okay, so you have the
what?
Romans 15:4, and then you want to touch on that.
Right. That's right. This is Romans, all right, chapter 15, verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime, meaning in the past, were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
That's it. Patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope, man. So when we read these scriptures, man, we got to understand that this is talking about us. It's talking about the men of the nation of Israel, predominantly the elect, okay, and their relationship with the Most High, whether it be positive or negative, okay, the results that come from our actions, okay, and at this point, we're going to see the results that comes from the words that we've been speaking out, okay, which are all prophecy, okay, and how the Lord is going to make them all manifest in the eyes of everybody else, whether you believe or you don't believe, okay.
Yeah, so basically, bros was on their way home, whatever, and bros stopped to try and actually get a cut, basically, I got a call, from somebody that I live with, and they were just like, they were like, oh, is everything okay? I'm like, yeah, what's up? It's like, oh yeah, you got some people here, they want to talk to you. I'm like, who? He's like, oh, the FBI and all that. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, that's cool. Brothers weren't gonna like lose your minds, because we already knew it's expected. They already contacted the other brothers already, so so it's already expected. So brothers were like, all right, cool. When met them, and then they were already there, all right, in brothers' cribs, All right. And they weren't even outside at the door or nothing. They had already come in. They showed a picture of myself to the person I was living with. All right, showed the actual picture, like, hey, do you know this person? Ask them a couple of questions. Where does it go to school? All these different things. Trying to get insight. Do you know? Who are they? What do they do? What do they like? All these different questions. All right, and when brothers came in, they were already there. All right, and they were just, oh yeah, we just want to ask a few questions. And one thing about I'll tell you this. One thing about them is they're trained professionals. Okay, they everything they say and do is calculated, even from the little jokes they'll crack and laugh, all right, to try and get you to, ease up a little. They're not laughing in their heads, all right. They're very, very serious, but out on the outward, they're able to mask it because they're trained to do so, all right. So they'll ask you, and then they always got that good cop bad cop kind of thing. One is more in the back watching how you're reacting, your body movements, while the other is asking questions, and then they might ask you a question in the end. It's all designed, right? So when they're asking deliberately, they show pictures of the David Anderson dude and the chick and all that. Do you know this guy and all that? It's like, nah, brothers don't know this guy, and they just keep asking questions, trying to get you to, and really what it is the same questions, just phrased differently, to see if you'll switch up your answer from the beginning from what you said afterwards. Or
so that's pretty much, we just wanted to give them a rundown of pretty much the conversation that happened. What I mean?
con. Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah,
So.
And at this point, everything is still on the so-called investigation. You know what I'm saying? So Esau is doing his thing, creating different scenarios to make it seem like brothers is actually on some wicked type of vibe. But
right.
we're like the Yahushai's time. Yahushai knew what time it was. So you have people who come out here and say, "Oh yeah, the way he's acting, he might be an agent." Oh no, da. So are you going to say that Yahushua was an agent because he knew that he was going to be persecuted, and he told Judas, "Hey, do whatever you got to do, go do it and do it quickly," because they were in cahoots, right? He had planned with Judas that, yo, look, you're going to sell me out, all right, and then they're going to come get me when we're in the Garden of Gethsemane, all right. So you make sure you do it quickly. I'm gonna give you the timing. When we both dip our hands in the food, I'm gonna tell you, yo, hurry up, go get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is corny as hell, but it's all prophecy. Okay, Yahushua understood. He didn't want to go through it. There's countless times where men of the Lord were supposed to face certain type of judgments or, a test. And they had to show faith. Just like today, Abraham, he had to sacrifice his son. He was willing to do it. And his willingness and his faith that he showed to the Lord, the Lord was like, nah, you're not going to do that. I was just testing your faith. Okay. Noah, when the Lord told him, go build that ark, he could have just been like, man, it never rained before. What you mean build an ark? What are you talking about? And for years, he was out there building that ark. Everybody was looking at him crazy, funny. This old man, what the fuck is he doing? This man has definitely lost his shit, and he kept going on. He kept on with the faith and he kept building. It's the same thing here. We got people talking mad show. Why are you part of these people, man? What is wrong with you? What are you really looking to gain from this? The Bible from point A to point Z, just keep it to yourself. But that's not what we're required to do. The Lord told us what? He said, eat the whole roll and go out there and teach the nation of Israel. Okay, that's what you're mandated to do as a man of the Lord. You're commanded to do that. If you get this calling, you're supposed to teach. You're supposed to learn it and go teach it. Okay, don't learn it and sit on it and just chill with it. Like, what's the point of you having it? Mm-hmm. Okay, because the world doesn't understand what we're going through. They don't understand what's to come after, and that is why we have to come and tell them. Okay, Ezekiel tells you what the Lord told Ezekiel. You go out there, you tell them exactly what it is. Now, if they don't listen, their blood is on their hands. But if you don't tell them, they'll get jacked up. You also gonna get jacked up for not telling them.
Mm-hmm. Okay? And you made a good point with Abraham. Having to sacrifice Isaac, because think about it in this time period, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say Abraham was on his way to do so, right? And he stopped, but there were witnesses, or the story came out. Really think about how that would sound and how they'll put that on the news. A crazy man tries to murder his only or his second born son or whatever, and for some reason he says God made him do it. Really, they're gonna have Abraham's mugshot. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be with his big ass beard. He's gonna be there, boom, and they're gonna take him to court. And that's it. You gotta picture it, because what we're doing now. All right. Back then, because the times have shifted, and this time there's so little faith upon the earth, it would sound crazy. But the same acts they did back then, if it was done in this time, they would be demonized the same way we're being demonized. Because imagine that, a crazy man tries to kill his son. That's how they would play it.
Yeah.
They wouldn't say, "Oh, the Most High came to him to test his faith."
Mhm.
He didn't do it, but they'll throw him in jail, say attempted murder.
Mhm.
You see, because Esau's ruling.
God, this is all written in the scriptures, man. This is something, the Bible, the book that everybody claims to believe in. People read it. There's so many different copies of it. The only book that's stayed in existence, which has prophecy in it, that's what the scripture says. It says, none shall want her mate. There's nothing, no other book in this world has things in here. Again, prophecy. The main thing is prophecy, man.
Mhm.
Scriptures tell you what? The spirit of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy.
Go
So if we're claiming that we are in the spirit, we come in the spirit of and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, then the main thing we're going to be dealing with is prophecy. Hey, the elder apostle Tahar always says it. He said, look, our thing here is prophecy, which is true. As a prophet, what are you supposed to do? Prophesy. Okay? And the Lord tells you which we're going to get, but if you have any more precepts, you could bring it out, and then we're going to start hitting them.
Well, I got a couple actually, but I'm gonna get the one you had mentioned first. Isaiah 34:16.
Mhm.
Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail.
Mhm.
None shall want her mate.
God. None of these shall fail, meaning what? All these prophecies, everything written from Genesis, which is generation, but Genesis all the way to Revelation, everything in between will be fulfilled. Okay, the prophecy of Yahushua coming down back 2,000 years ago was fulfilled, and also the prophecy that Yahushua will come back down and rescue his people, his elect, from whatever hell that they're about to catch soon is prophecy, and it will happen.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that the whole world has been looking forward to. The return of the Messiah. Every culture, every past empire always predicted or even prophesied that there is going to be a day where that man is coming back down. Okay, have numerous movies on that. They've had numerous songs written on that, stories, myths, everything is all. It all goes back to the return of Yahushua. But we, the hopeful elect, are looking forward to that because that's something that we're dearly looking forward to. But the world, okay, because we see it as a reward. The world sees it as a guilty punishment that's coming their way. And that's why they don't want to hear that. When they hear Yahushua is coming down, oh yeah, they don't want to hear that because they know what they've done. Okay, and they know when he comes down, there's going to be some type of interaction that they might not be at the good part of.
Mm-hmm.
But for us, know that it's our salvation is nigh. We're looking forward to it. It's something we yearn for. So, hey, man, we're not stressed over none of this shit, man.
It says, "For my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them." So just like the brother was saying, man, the Lord said he declares the end from the beginning, which I think that might have been a precept you had on deck. Salakia if I ruined it, but but yeah, man. So the Lord said, "What? His mouth has commanded it, and his spirit hath gathered." All right, now, like you were saying, you gotta think about it, right? Here it is. You've been searching for the path this whole time, right? Let's say you're in a hallway, right? I'm gonna give you a nice little analogy. You're in a hallway, right? And each hallway on your right side is a door, your left side is a door, right side door, all the way, doors everywhere. And you're searching for the door of salvation, the door that'll lead you to paradise, right? Now you finally see it and you go, but this door is closed. And so in order to open the door, you're looking at the handle and the handle is red hot. It's steaming, it's on fire, but you know that the only way to get through that door is if you grab that handle and you turn it. So actually grabbing the handle and turning it to open the door is a part of getting into that paradise. And that's that bitterness that we're going through now, the persecution, because once you grab it, yeah, it hurts on impact, but you hold on to it and you turn and you keep holding the knob so you can turn it and open the door, you can let go and you'll be in paradise. So once this starts, it doesn't feel good on impact, but once you go through it, keep in mind, you still have to turn the knob. It's not just grab and leave, or else you'll stay at point one. You have to grab, turn, and open. And you only have one chance to open the door. So once you start, like it says, keep your hand on the plow. Turn it and go through, man. Do it in one foul swoop.
And those who are going to be afraid to turn that knob are those who are worried about the pain that they're going to feel by holding that shit. And also that, oh, my hands are going to be messed up forever. That's that image that you're worried about. You're worried about, man, my image is going to be tainted. How are people going to look at me? Oh, my goodness, da-da-da. No. You're not supposed to worry about that. That's why we always, between you and me, we always talk about what? Isolating yourself from the world. The less people around you, the better, because that's less people you have to worry about. You know what I'm saying? You got mad friends. People always want to be on social media, posting all this stuff. When the demonization really kicks in and gets escalated, you're going to feel the burn even more. And those are the ones who are going to break because they don't want to lose that fake image that they've created for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You see, fake fame that you got from these social media sites, man. But the real fame is doing this work, putting yourself out there, okay, putting yourself out there, endangering your life, so to speak, okay, for this truth, man. That's the real thing, because the Lord requires that of you, okay.
Yeah, right.
You finished with your precept?
Yeah, I'm good.
God, this is a book of Isaiah chapter 46. I'm going to start off at 8. It says, remember this and shew yourselves men. Okay, show yourselves men. That's what the Lord is saying. Okay, men, bring it again to mind, O ye transgressors. Okay, bring what to mind? Everything that's been written aforetime. The prophecies, the prophecies, the prophecies. Okay, verse 9. Remember the former things of old. Remember the former things of old, meaning before your time. Okay, for I am the Most High Yahweh, and there is none else. I am the power Yahweh, and there is none like me. Okay, so our Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, is telling us, remember these things. I am the Lord, and I told you these things are going to happen. Check it. Declaring the end from the beginning. What is that? That is a prophecy. He's in the beginning, and he's telling you in the beginning, this was going to happen at the end. That's prophecy. And throughout generation from generation, he kept on remembering or reminding people, his elect, that this is what's going to happen. So generation to generation, you always have prophets to give warning for what? The end which we're living out today. So Isaiah's prophecies, Ezekiel's prophecies, Jeremiah's prophecies, Amos's prophecies, Hosea's prophecies, all those men back then, Daniel, all those men's prophecies were leading all the way till now. Okay, because those same men are back here again today to break down what they talked about back then. Okay, It says, and from ancient times, the things that are not yet done. Okay, again, prophecy. Okay, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. His counsel shall stand. His words shall stand. They will not come back void. Okay, so we coming out here, we've been saying this day in, day out. It's going to happen because only a prophet can what? Prophesy. Only the Most High is only dealing with certain men. And as a matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Okay, because throughout history, you have had people who came on the scene and they claim to be prophets. Okay, you've had the people like Nostradamus. Okay, who is a guy who is going into different things, and people actually believe shit like that. But how do you understand? Because the Lord told us about this in Deuteronomy, which I'm gonna get after. But He told us how to even differentiate who's a prophet and who's not. Okay, so it's not that hard to understand. You got all these false prophets out there. Okay, these gainsayers, these soothsayers, these astrologers who were all the way back in the ancient Babylonian empires and all these different things. They're back here again. Okay, most of them have the names rabbis at the front of their name. Those men they all go back to those the ancient soothsayers, man. Okay, and they're not men of the Lord. Okay, there's a book of Amos chapter 3 verse 7. It says, surely the Lord power Yahweh will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophets. Okay, his secrets meaning what? The deep dark mysteries of this word. Okay, and everything else that comes into this world that people don't really have understanding to, the Lord reveals it to his prophets, and that's how people gain any type of knowledge on anything that's happening in this world. Okay, so any questions that people might have, pertain to the scriptures, the prophets are the ones who have the license to understand these things and what teach it. Okay, it's also what to edify to edify and to glorify the name of the Lord, and also to give warning to the sheep for those who will receive salvation. Okay, this is a book of Deuteronomy chapter 18. Verse 18, it says, I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto thee, and will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him. Okay, so the words that we say is not of us, is of the Heavenly Father. And it's beautiful too, because Apostle Elder Gabar said something very profound today. He said, people say, oh, read the Bible, blah, 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 talk shit about the Bible, but the Bible are words of the Heavenly Father that were written down by special men, chosen by the Heavenly Father. Okay, so those are words that literally, when you read these things, these are all words that the Most High spoke, okay, through certain men who wrote it down. Okay, so we're reading all these things. These are words that the Most High spoke, man. Okay, so you saying that the Most High's words are void if you say, oh, the Bible is not real. That's crazy. You see? Continue, it says, and it shall come to pass, it shall come to pass that whosoever will not hearken unto my words, even till today, if you don't hearken unto the words of the Most High by means of the prophets coming out there day in, day out, week in, week out, okay, which he shall speak in my name, the name Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, thus saith the Lord, okay, I will require it of him. But the prophet which shall presume to speak a word in my name, which I have not commanded him to speak, or that shall speak in the name of other gods, even that prophet shall die. Okay, so you come out here, whether you speak in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, but you're not being honest, you're not being truthful, meaning you're not teaching the words that He's spoken of us to teach, or you're teaching in a different name, oh Jesus Christ, and all these different names that you're gonna start pushing out there. Okay, the Lord said, "What? He shall surely die." Okay, that's the word of the Most High, man. This is in the Bible. Okay, continue. It says, "And if thou say in thine heart, how shall we know the word which the Lord hath not spoken? When a prophet speaketh in the name of the Lord, if the thing follow not, nor come to pass, that is the thing which the Lord hath not spoken." Okay, so we talk about the chip, the RFID microchip. We talk about persecution of the men of the Lord, and the demonization of this word that we're teaching. Okay, we talk about Jacob's trouble. We talk about the war in heaven, meaning what? The war of Armageddon. Okay, World War III, all these different things, FEMA camps. Okay, all these different things that we have spoken of before, given warning, time in, time out. Guess what? If they don't come to pass, that means we're all false prophets. Okay, but as you can see, the signs, if you're watching everything that's happening, they're happening as we speak. So that makes us what? Real prophets of the Lord. Okay, continue. It says, "But the prophet hath spoken presumptuously, okay, thou shalt not be afraid of him." Okay, so that means people come out here, a lot of people, like I said, with the Nostradamus, you got people in this truth, okay, who will tell you, oh, the chip is not the mark of the beast. If it is the mark of the beast, but you're saying it's not the mark of the beast, you're prophesying falsely. Okay, so that means what? You will die, man. You've spoken presumptuously, and thou shalt not be afraid of him. So all these people, we shouldn't be afraid of them. We shouldn't reverence them. Oh, Nate this and these people, all this. Nah, man, those are not men of the Lord, man. Oh, the so-called comforter, all these clown-ass dudes out there in Israel just causing, making a mockery of this word. The Most High is going to ask you about that, man.
Yeah.
And it's of us. It's not even of men. It's of the Most High, man. That's the Spirit that's speaking. All right.
Yeah, because think about it, man. In the past, you always had the true prophet and one that was adverse. You know, even during the time of Paul, during the time of the apostles, during the time of Yahushua, even back in the Old Testament, man. During the time of Jeremiah, you had Hananiah. I believe it was Hananiah. That was the name. All right. Correct me if I'm mistaken. But here it is when Jeremiah was warning, Israel about how they were going to be held captive in Babylon for 70 years. You had Hananiah say, nah, it's only going to be for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Y'all going to be good and all these different things coming against them. And what happened? Jeremiah told him he was going to die, and he died. But nonetheless, if you have the righteous prophets coming back in their lots, then what happened to the unrighteous prophets? Those that the Lord spoke of in Jeremiah, was it 23? All right. The prophets that have prophesied lies in his name, there were a lot of them. So where are they? Okay. The same way the spirit of a righteous prophet will stay righteous, even in the last generation which we're in, the spirit of a wicked prophet will stay wicked, even in the same generation, because it's the good and bad, the yin and the yang, the balance. So the same way you have us prophesying righteousness and truth, you're gonna have other dudes doing some, left-handed, wicked, adverse things, because they have to play that role. A movie won't be a movie if you don't have a protagonist and an antagonist. All right. So where the protagonist is, so is the antagonist. Because that's how the protagonist gets the victory, by defeating the antagonist.
Gone. And we have 100% faith that this is how it's going to play out. We wouldn't want it any other way. Okay, because the Lord told us that this is going to happen, and that shows you that the whole world is not even expecting this. They're not looking to see when they're coming back. They're not. That's the last thing on their mind. You see people today in our families. We can say that right now. We heard that shit this morning. That just worry about your school. Just worry about work. It's like, bro, don't you understand? Don't you see what's going on in the world, man? You got people in different countries that the world is so bad that they're butchering people and auctioning them and selling them, man. I seen a video today, man. You got people with machetes in their hands, dead people in the streets, and they're cutting them up and selling them. They got prices and shit. They got. They're talking about in different countries. They got and this the mainstream media is. I'm gonna show you this stuff, okay? And then they got suicide bombers. Now they have the bombs in the kids now, babies in strollers, and then they put the bombs around the baby. So you think, oh my God, what happened to that? Boom, blow your whole ass up. So these are things that people are doing, man. But the murder shit. That you got, if you're rich enough, you go over there, you be like, look, times are bad. Let me, I want this person right here. He said, you sure? You bid. You bid it. You win this shit, they chop them up right in front of you, and then you take the meat and you go home and you eat. Okay, that's what's happening right now around the world, man. So what are you guys talking about? And this is all what the times of hey, shalom, brother, shalom. You know, the times of what? Of desperation, the times of Jacob's trouble. This is all happening around the world, though. But it's gonna come here very soon. Why do you think they're busy building up a wall? And you guys tend to forget that we're still in a national, so-called national emergency, man. Y'all forgot about that? And then they just signed into place of what
The Patriot Act, they extended it.
they extended it for 3 months. That makes no sense. 3 months? Why? Because Revelations 12 and 12 is about to kick in very soon. Again, prophecy.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, we're watching these things. We've been talking about it. Those who know what time it is, those who know what the Lord is really doing. Okay, we're not talking about those fake brethren who came in unawares and spied on brothers' liberties. We're talking about the true men of the Lord. Guess what? We've seen these things. We're watching, and we're like, man, matching everything precept to precept. Wow, the Lord is really whoa. You see, and that's what calms you down, because you can see it. You can see how it's all gonna happen. You can see how it's all gonna play out. And
Right.
we're building up our spirits. We're becoming so stern that it's like those little things that people used to think about, like, damn, my family, damn, my this. Once you start thinking kingdom minded, you start thinking about the end goal. You start thinking about the bigger picture, okay, about in terms of the whole nation. You don't worry about shit like that. It actually frustrates you when you see people bother with shit like that. It's like, yo, bro, don't you get the bigger picture? Yahushua went through it. He was thinking about the bigger picture, and he's given us the spirit so we can think about the bigger picture. Okay, so it's not about us, man. This whole persecution shit, guess what? The whole world is rooting for us to prevail. Okay? The whole world is rooting for us to prevail. The angels in the heavens are rooting for us to prevail. The Lord is rooting for us to prevail, because this is the part of the movie that it gets hot. Okay? And everyone is going to witness all that stuff, man. That's what we call spiritual power. Okay? So you gotta take the bad. You gotta get beat down. Okay, in the movie, there's the part where we get beat down, and there's the part where everybody's like, damn, son, yo, come on, get up, man. Come on, you gonna make it, man. Come on. And then once we rise up, the Lord puts that spirit on us and he raises us up, man. That's when everybody's like, yeah, let's go, yeah. That time is coming, the dramatics, you see, and we're waiting for that. We're not going to lose sight of the faith and the hope. Nah, man, we got strong faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and he's not going to let us down, man.
Sure.
We showed brothers this morning. He gave the dream that I had, man. So the Lord, brothers already comforted, man. So we Gucci. I keep saying that, man. If you have faith in the Lord, man, you have nothing to worry about, man. The Lord is watching. He's watching. He's working, man.
Mm-hmm. Hey, we've been asking for it. We've been saying, yo, praying. Brothers, you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
There's days when you just get so vexed in the society, you're like, damn, yo, when is it gonna happen? Well, it's beginning. It's beginning, man.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
But see, that's the thing, though. People don't understand. Like you're saying, this is the part in the movie where it's like that. Superman gets stabbed in the back with the kryptonite.
Mm-hmm.
Damn! And he gets kicked into the water.
Yep.
He's sinking to the bottom, or he sees the green glow, and it gets dark, and it goes away. And everybody's like, "Oh no! What? No, he's dead!" And then for a while, nobody hears from Superman. Everybody's done. And then the Lex Luthor, the Wicked, they're ruling. And then Superman comes when it's needed the most.
That's it.
When they're like, damn, who's going to, like, even the Lion King, when a Scar was on Pride Rock or whatever, and life was dead. Valley of Dry Bones. And then when Simba came back, guess what? And I was, oh shit, he's still alive. Oh, what's going on, yo? You know what I'm saying? And that's like the brother was saying, that's the hype part that's coming. You see, because what the Lord is doing, really think about it, right? What the Lord is doing is, with the demonization, he's causing all the fakes to scatter.
That's it.
Right? And once that happens, that's when he's going to be like, okay, cool. You're gone. Now, those that are left, bless them with that power, man. Boom. Now everybody's trying to run back. Oh, shit, wait, time out. Yo, no, that's not even like that. Yo, we read, it's in the book of Acts, man.
That's it.
The dude, was it Simon? He saw the apostles, the spiritual power. Yo, what's up? I'll pay you all these different things. Psalms 110:3. All right, thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, man. That's when everybody's gonna be like, oh shit, yo, time out. And guess what? How should I say? Those who offend his little ones, man. Okay, because guess what? When we were being persecuted and demonized, nobody want to be associated with us, right? But now that the time comes when you see that the Lord has given us power, okay. And then you turn around and you see all the hell breaking loose, and you seeing, damn, I'm not going to survive this unless I find one of those men. You see, because what the Lord does with the demonization is he puts us out there. So now we're on the people's minds. So they know, okay, there's some people like this that exist. And now we're already out there. Once they see that the Lord bless us with power, then it's like, oh shoot.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Oh shoot. Now I know who to look for.
Mm-hmm.
You know? The father, stay in the spirit on 4:4. The father told Simba to remember who he was. That's right. Heard it from the heavens, of course. Yep. That's when he woke up. Beautiful. Yeah. You know, and that's exactly how it went down in the movie. And who guided him? That monkey, man, that chimp monkey, whatever he is. And he was a prophet.
Yep.
He had the staff, you know, he could see the prophecies, he could put the pictures together and see it, the writing on the wall. He saw Simba was alive and he went and found him and woke him up. He told him, look, man, look deeper, man. You know, don't look at the surface of the scriptures, look deeper, man. This is what it means. It's talking about you. You're an Israelite. You're God's chosen people. Look at the sign, man. Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, all the way down to Issachar. You're on this. That's you, man. Okay, yeah. Rafiki. Yep.
Rafiki, yes.
Rafiki, man. All right. You know, so hey, that's a beautiful thing. Yeah, like the brother said, Baruch, the second chapter. You know, which I'm gonna get that what in the land of roughly paraphrasing, in the land of their captivity, they shall remember me. You got it.
That's it. Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Chapter 2, verse 30 says, "For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people." Yeah, Israel, you're very rebellious. You know, it says, "But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves." In the land of their captivities, because America is not just the land of, there's the main captivity, yes, but through America and its philosophies and influences, it's keeping everybody else in captive, everyone who's an Israelite. Okay, because America is the top dog. The earth is given to the hands of the wicked. Okay, and their main home base is the land of Babylon, America today. And America pushes their philosophies, right, upon all these different countries. So technically, yes, through captivity of America, the whole world is in captivity. Okay, and every Israelite is in captivity, man. So yeah, you can have your Jay-Z's and your Kanye's, these clown ass niggas. Yes, those are guys to make Jake feel like there is some type of hope that, oh, it's not that bad. Look at our people. Yeah, if you have 99% that's in poverty and 1% is making it because of the elites who put that 1% out there, it doesn't mean that 99% is good. Okay, it just means that 1% is making it out, and that's it. End of story. All right, but yeah, it says what? It says they shall remember themselves. Okay, and we're remembering ourselves as who? As Israelites, sons of the Most High. And then even if you go deeper, we're remembering ourselves as what? Prophets of the Most High. Okay, we're doing what? Engaging into what? Prophecy. That's how you know who's a prophet and who's not. Okay, again, we've got to keep pushing that. This is a time of prophecy. This is the time. This is it. This is something we've been talking about for years, man. You know, 2,000 years ago, the disciples asked Yahushua in the book of Acts, will you now restore the kingdom of Israel back? Would you now do it? And he said, no, it's not. You don't got to worry about the times and the seasons. Okay, just chill out. When the time is right, I got you. Don't worry about it. That's it. That's all he says. So we got to have that mindset that, yo, we don't have to worry about that. We can't be like these Christians, okay, that say, oh, he said we shouldn't worry about the times of the season. Let's just keep doing our thing. Let's just keep partying. Let's not watch the signs. And that's why it says, like, it's going to be like the time of Noah, because they're not watching the signs. They just assume that, oh, he could just pop in anytime, we're going to be good. No, it ain't talking to you. It's talking to us, the men of the Lord, to watch out the signs and to give warning for the elect out there so they can wake up and get ready for the dawning of Yahushua, and the return of Yahushua. All right?
Yep. This is Luke chapter 1, verse 68. Blessed be the Lord God of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people, and hath raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began. So just like you were saying, man, since the beginning of time, man, it's all because once that point in time started, it was headed all the way where to the end, you know. So the direction and the way we were speaking of what was going to happen, because that's the direction we were going in, you know. And everything that was written, in Moses had prophecies in there in the book in the first 5 books. Okay, King David in the book of Psalms, a lot of prophecies, end time prophecies, and we're talking about thousands of years prior, man. You know, and we're finally at that time. We're talking about thousands of years have passed, man. Think about all the things that we've gone through that we just don't remember, and we're finally at that door. Like the brother said, the bridegroom is at the door, man. Okay, the bridegroom is at the door. So right now is that's it, man. Okay, that's it. Right now is that time, like it says here. That we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us. Okay, we are at the time of deliverance. You know, like the this is a beautiful analogy. When a pregnant woman is giving birth,
Mhm.
you know, and she's feeling the labor pains and all that, and then she gets to the point, the hardest part is pushing the head out, because the head is the biggest part, you know. But once that head comes out, the body just comes right out, man.
Yep. Hey.
So she gotta, that's when she really gotta push,
Mhm.
you know, get that in, push. She's sweating bullets and all that, you know. She damn near might break your hand if you're holding her hand,
That's
you
it.
know, pushing the baby out. And once that head is out, that's it,
God.
you know.
It's beautiful
So,
that you said that too, because the scriptures uh, compare the end of days to a woman travailing, a woman that travails.
that's right. Yeah.
And what does that mean? When you really pay attention to how women,
You know, I had to.
you know, when you when you watch how women, you know, give birth, you know, when they go through birth pains, it's not a one time thing and that's it. The first few hours or so, she's getting that contractions, the pains. You know, she'll have an hour, then it goes down a little bit, then 2 hours later, then it comes back. You know, so that's the same thing that's happening now. That's why the Lord said what? In Habakkuk it says, though it tarry, wait for it. Okay, for it shall not tarry. No. So when the moment hits, she goes through her contractions, you know, the baby's still not popping out yet. You know, she's in pain, that she relaxes a little bit. You know, once, you know, 2-3 years ago, we were seeing prophecies shooting off, man. And we'll be like, oh, yo, that's the spirit, yo,
Yeah,
we're almost out of here, right? The contractions are the most painful parts, exactly. And then when the baby's about to pop out, guess what? It starts getting quick, instead of just one and then wait a little bit and then another prophecy and wait. No, it starts hitting pump, 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 just like that, right? And then the baby's about to pop, and then that's the most painful part. And once the baby's out, she relaxes, all the pain is stopped, right? And then she just enjoy the baby. Oh my God, look how big! Oh, yo, you know, the father's, hey, yo, look your baby. Ah, yo, congratulations, da da da. That's when we get out of here. But until then, the prophecy is gonna come in like bum bum bum. But then guess what? The pain, the Jacob's trouble, all that stuff is about to hit right then and there. So everyone who's in this shit, the whole world, you about to go through it. You about to go through it. And guess what? Those prophets right now, the Lord is what? Getting ready to move the prophets off these streets.
Mm-hmm.
The YouTube is going to be taken off very soon. So when the demonization really kicks in, okay, because right now they're going by the concept of consent or conquest. Okay, so when the consent stages is passed, because they're like, yo, we don't have time to be asking these guys questions and try to demonize them. We're just gonna come out there and get them. Look, you know what I'm saying? They're coming like an enemy coming in like a flood. Okay, and when that time comes, guess what? There's no YouTube for brothers to be doing videos to debunk what they're saying. Oh, this is not the true narrative. You guys are lying. This is not what happened. This is really what happened. Nah, we're not gonna have YouTube defend ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, whatever narrative they put out there is it. That's it. And right now they have the technology where they could put where brothers is they could make brothers say things that brothers really didn't say. So you can't even go have the exactly put the real or the fake video, the real video, and see what really bro. You're not gonna have time or chance to do that. So we're just gonna be rolling with the punches as it goes. You know what I'm saying? There's many times. Think about it. Just picture that. Always meditate on the fact that you're gonna be in moments where you're gonna be like underneath a tree because you just tired of running, man. You're underneath a tree, you're taking a nap, and the Most High sent an angel to tap you. Hey, you got to keep moving. Then the troops are almost here. You're like, fuck, all right, go, get up. Yeah, there's some food, finish this, and then off you go. You see, you're going to meet another brother when you get there. You tactical, you know, all these different, we think about things like this. You know, the Lord's going to send angels to be with us, guide us, speak to us, protect us. You see, we're going to have dreams. The Most High is going to show us things. You sleep, you wake up, you be like, damn, I wasn't tired. Why did I sleep? The Most High is putting you in the trance so he can show you the next thing to do. You see, he's done it before. He's going to do it again. He's not going to let his men down. We have faith in that. We have 100,000, 144,000% faith that the Lord is with his men, okay, to deliver us, man. So we have nothing to worry about. You know, brothers and sisters out there, just keep the faith, man. The Lord is watching over us. He's watching everything, okay? He's going to hold us along step by step. Do not lose the faith, man. Do not lose it.
Yeah, John, like you said something. You said, well, you got to roll with the punches. Now, when you're rolling with the punches, it doesn't mean that you don't get hit, all right? You get hit, but you roll with it, you know, because when somebody's about to throw a punch at you, all right, if they hit you straight up and you have that, if your head is stiff and you hit right there, you're gonna feel more pain, all right. But if they hit you, but you go with the same force as the punch, you can ease that, you know, because it's not a collision. It's more like a you know, like you rolling with it. But you'll still get hit, all right. But you can at least, you might get grazed or whatever, but you'll be able to still keep going. See, so don't think that, you know, just because you got hit means you lost. No, okay. You gonna take hits. You know what I mean, throw hits. But at the end of the day, talking spiritually, okay. But at the end of the day, like the brother said, these have to happen, man. What happened when Peter was cast into prison? You had an angel that came and delivered him, man. Okay, and he went on and did even more miraculous things. When the apostles got thrown in prison, angel came and delivered them and told them, go back out there and keep teaching.
That's it.
See? So is yep, going with the momentum of the punch, you know.
Mhm.
So does that mean that because all this demonization is happening and they're looking for you and all that you shouldn't go out there and teach? Guess what, man? When they literally came there the next day, said, bring them out so we can persecute them now. He said, nah, they teaching. Oh shit, what? How? These dudes, they don't get scared of nothing, man. That's why they said, after they beat him, they said, did we not straightly command you to stop teaching in this name?
I'm gonna bring that priest out, bro. You should.
Okay, all right.
Now, but you got something else you want to say, or you want to get straight to it?
No, you got it. You go ahead.
There's a book of Acts, which the brother was talking about. The book of Acts, chapter 5, verse 12. Okay, now 5 means what? It represents power, and 12 is what?
You asking me?
Yeah.
I'll remember right now.
Power of what representing the 12 tribes, man.
Yeah, just 12 symbolizes, because hey, Lord had what? 12 disciples. Okay, you got 12 tribes. Okay, sometimes the Lord will tell, real quick, the Lord will tell a prophet, what? Take 12 stones to bear witness to whatever's going on. So it's all a spiritual number too.
You go into Revelation. You go into Revelation, the 7th chapter. Okay, it gives you what? 12,000 from each tribe, 12 tribes. Okay, and this is the times that we're in, man. Okay, there's a book of Acts chapter 5, verse 12. It says, and by the hands of the apostles were many signs and wonders wrought among the people. Okay, continuing. And they were all with one accord in Solomon's porch. One accord. So there was no dissension among the brothers. There was no such thing as, well, the Romans are persecuting us. You see what's happening? Maybe you're part of the no. It was what? It was all what? It was everyone was on one accord, right? It says what? And of the rest durst no man join himself to them, but the people magnified them. Okay, and believers was more added to the Lord, multitudes both of men and women. Okay, so that's you said what? Perfection?
Tell your perfection. That's it. Hey, that's it. We take that. Perfection. That's right. Lock it.
So like it continues, says what? In so much that they brought forth the sick into the streets and laid them on beds and couches, that at the least the shadow of Peter passing by might overshadow some of them. So going back to the testimony that brothers was bringing out about what, when there was a camp, what happened? There was a lady that came there talking about her son was plagued with demons and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's all part of the signs of what the times that we're in, because a lot of people are going to start coming to us because they could see, these men, there's something, deep about these men. They could do something. I have got people here today who, like, they don't want to mess with nobody but us. Like, nah, I know he gonna explain to me what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Continue, it says, and it says, there came also a multitude out of the cities round about unto Jerusalem, sick folks, and them which were vexed with unclean spirits, and they were healed every one. So what do you think that means? That means that, guess what? These big pharma and all these different people, they're losing out on money. You got people who have diabetes and they have to spend $600 on shit like insulin shots and all these different things. They're not going to be doing that no more. You go to Europe, you go to Canada, different countries, they will sell the same insulin shot or whatever it might be for like $20, $40. You come over here, $600. Who's going to be traveling all the way to Canada for $600? They hear something like, men of the Lord are giving you healing remedies and healing people and giving them, awakening people from the dead. They're bringing their family members, all the sick people with cancer, with diabetes, with, prostate, all kinds of different stuff. They're going to be coming to the men of the Lord looking for us to heal them. And that's going to be putting out a lot of these companies out of businesses, man. Okay, because right now, retail market is getting the blast, but very soon corporate America is going to get that blast, which goes into the economy collapsing. And then with that, you're going to have the media going crazy. You're going to have the people going crazy. You're going to have a shortage of supplies for health. Okay, a lot of people, the electricity, the EMP gets attacked, for example. What happens then? A lot of people are on the grid. Okay, so there's so many things that you have to go on your computer to order your medicine, your medications. Everything is in the system. People don't even remember anything anymore. So you can't even go to the hospital and be like, hey, my name is this and I'm diagnosed with this. No, they just say, what's your name and date of birth, and everything pops up. They already know what's good for you. So if you go there not knowing exactly what it is that's wrong with you, they can't serve you. Plus, you don't have the chip. How are they going to treat you? Okay, so they're gonna come to what? The men of the Lord who have the remedies, man. Okay. It says what? Unclean spirits, and they were healed every one. Okay, this actually happened. Okay, this actually happened. It says, then the high priest rose up, and they that were with them or with him, which is the sect of the Sadducees, and were filled with indignation. Okay, they were filled with anger. All right. It says what? And laid their hands on the apostles and put them in the common prison. Okay, because once that happened, because remember, yes, the wicked Pharisees and Sadducees were pressing Jake because they were like, yo, like, hey, you be breaking the law. Oh, you're doing this. So they were making people vexed, like, no, why? I can't even live, bro. We're already in captivity, and the heads of our people are also putting us in more captivity, like spiritual captivity. That shit is annoying. Okay, so when the apostles came into the scene, they're like, yo, we don't gotta go with these people. We don't gotta deal with these wicked ass Sadducees and Pharisees no more. We can get the truth from them. Why not just go to them? Okay, life is much easier. They're not gonna ask us, you'll pay this or do that. Just say if you believe in the Lord, you're gonna get healed. That's an easy way to go, and a lot of people are gonna take that route. So when that happens, you're gonna have a lot of people who are gonna be losing it. Like, yo, damn, they're taking the power away from us. Damn, we can't press these people no more. Damn, people are not coming to us looking for shit. We can't give them a virus and tell them that you have to be vaccinated or else you're not going to go to school. Because people are like, I don't care. I don't give a damn about no vaccines. You see?
Yeah, if I may say real quick too, yeah, like you were saying, man. Hey, brother said, yeah, 12 is actually rulership and 10 is perfection. But like just like you were saying, that's what's gonna cause, and not saying this is exactly how it's gonna go, because everything is the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. But really think about it. You have this trade war with China that's weakening, the American economy, but now they're saying that they're coming to agreement, so on and so forth. But what happens when you have like you said, cities, right? Now you got, let's say on a Saturday or a Monday or whatever day it is, right? You got cities that are now it's causing roadblocks. Okay, it's causing people to get out their cars and bring their sick loved ones. Instead of going to work, they're coming here to get healed. And what do you think is going to happen after they get healed? Do you think they're going to say, all right, I'm going back to work now? No, they're going to say, let me hear what you got to say. I want to hear the word of the Lord. To hell with work. You know what I'm saying? If the Lord could feed multitudes with however many loaves and how many fishes.
Those are 2 fishes, yep.
Exactly, but he could feed multitudes with it. Why I got to go to work to go get paid to buy some McDonald's GMO food? I could hear the word of the Lord. I could get healed here, and I could be fed and all that. What do I have to worry about? Now that's slowing down the economy because money isn't circulating, money isn't flowing. Now, like you said, on the pharmaceutical side, ain't nobody buying pills or anything anymore. And what makes them most money is the more severe illnesses, cancer, AIDS, HIV, being on your deathbed, diabetes. But all these different things. Oh, when people die, hey, these people make a whole lot of bank, man. For funerals, the funeral homes and the morgues and all that. Now they start losing that, because instead of bringing the traffic to them, the traffic is coming to the men of the Lord. This is the same reason that the Jews were expelled from Rome, because they were quote unquote Judaizing the Israelite foreigners or the Israelites that were in Rome. All right, and that was causing an effect on the economy. All right. So who's to say the Lord might have that halt of money flowing through the economy because everybody's attention is on what? The men of the Lord. All right. That's gonna cause this thing to crumble. Not saying that's how it's gonna go down, but just thinking of different possibilities, so on and so forth, man. Because that thing is it's gonna be a very big spoken about thing. All right.
God, it says, and they laid their hands on the apostles and put them in the common prison. Now, a common prison today is going to be concentration camps, because very soon, when that time comes, when they actually grab the men of the Lord, they're not going to be putting us in like prisons, like penitentiaries. Nah, bro, they're putting you in concentration camps, and that's going to be common because everybody's going to be in concentration camps. Okay, when things get crazy out here, especially you got this whole impeachment process going on, which I highly doubt they're going to impeach this guy, but if they do, it's all through the Spirit. Okay, he's the king of Babylon, so he's going to be. We believe that he's going to lead us straight to World War III. Okay, so he has to be in power. But let's just say they do impeach him. Do you know what that's going to happen to this country? Do you know how many people are going to lose their minds in this country? There's a huge division. It's like almost 50-50. People rooting for him and people rooting against him. That is a perfect balance to go to war. So people already know about that. These devils already been known about the so-called apocalypse, which they believe is a civil war between so-called dark race and the so-called white race, man. Okay, and even Charles Manson was going into that shit way back in the 1900s. He was talking about shit like that, talking about uh, Skelter, Stemser, some shit that he used to believe in, shit like that, which was code name for the apocalypse, where they're gonna have blacks versus whites. So these devils been known about a civil war that's gonna come into play, and also they also know, these elites know that there's gonna be a time where Jake is gonna rule over them. They know that. Okay, it's prophecy. They know that, but they just don't want it to happen. That's why every time there's some type of uprising, they try to understand: is this the time? Hold on, let's find out. But now they know through the spirit that, yo, this is the time, man. These guys have been preaching this for years, and now we can see it happening. We can see the uprising of the people. Their spirits are waking up to who they are, and that is a huge problem. Okay, that's why they have to come at the heads, which are the prophets of the Lord, who are giving the warning and waking our people up, man, giving life unto the dry bones. Okay, continuing, it says what? Verse 19, but the angel of the Lord by night opened the prison doors, okay, and brought them forth and said, go stand and speak in the temple of the people of the word and of the words of this life. Okay, so why did the angel have to come and open that door? Because fast forward to today, back then they had metal chain gates that you couldn't just bang and open. You're not no Samson to be opening gates like that, no. But now it's gonna be what? They're gonna have codes where they're gonna have chips and shit like that. Brothers don't got chips. How are we gonna open gates and shit? How are we gonna open the doors? So it's gonna have to be the angels who are gonna open those doors for us, so we can be able to do whatever we're gonna do. Okay, we gotta really think about that. All right, continue. It says what? And he says, opened the door. It says, open the prison doors by night. Okay, and brought them forth and said, go and stand and speak in the temple to the people all the words of this life. Okay, so you got to go out there, you got to keep prophesying. You know what I'm saying? How many men are going to stand firm and say, oh shit, word, let's go? But guess what? The Lord is going to do it in such a way that, God, Helster Skelter, that's it, that's the one. That's it, that's beautiful. That's the one, you know? And, you know, how many people are going to have that spirit to say, I'm going to go out there, even though they've told me not to go out there. I'm going to go out there, risking my life. I can get shot. I get put back in prison. I could do all these things. But guess what? Just seeing what the Lord did by sending an angel open the door for you, that alone will boost you up. You know, the Lord's going to put that spirit on you where you're not even going to feel like I'm living life and there could be consequences of what I'm doing. No, you're just going to know there's going to be rewards, not consequences. You see? Continue. It says what? And when they heard that, they entered into the temple early in the morning and taught. Okay? But the high priest came, and they that were with him, and called the council together, and all the senate of the children of Israel, and sent to the prison to have them brought. Okay, but when the officers came and found them not in the prison, they returned and told, saying, the prison truly found we shut with all safety, and the keeper standing without before the doors. But when we had opened, we found no man within. So they came back on some like, yo, those guys that we put in them concentration camps, we had guards there watching them and stuff like that. We got there, they're not there. Can you explain that? You see? So they're like, yo, at that point, guess what? It says what? Now when the priest and the captain of the temple and the chief priest heard these things, they doubted of them whereunto this would grow. Okay, so they're like, what the hell are you guys talking about? Go back there and go get me the guys, man. We put them in jail. When you coming out here telling me, if you don't bring them back to me, we're going to have problems. Your head is coming off. Maybe we're going to put you in the concentration camps. Do your job. Go out there. We're not paying you for nothing. You see? So they're thinking like, yo, we're not playing games. You think we're going to come back to you and tell you that these men we playing games? Nah, bro. So check it. It says, then went the captain. Oh, no, there's more. It says, then came one and told them, saying, behold, the men whom ye put in prison are standing in the temple and teaching the people. Do you know how people are going to get bugged out by? Because they're going to say, those men, those so-called terrorists, they're in jail. They're in concentration camps. There's nothing to worry about. And then, boom, they came out there and then they're teaching. It's like, yo, do we not put them in concentration camps? How the hell are they out here teaching? You see, so both sides, both good and evil, everyone's going to be bugged out like, oh, Tama, hold on. There's going to be a tension on that. You see, they're going to want to low-key not put in the news, but it's going to be out anyway. Okay? Continuing, says what? Then went the captain of the officers and brought them without violence now, because at that point, people are going to start seeing that, no, these are really the men of the Lord. If you do anything to them, we're going to come see you. You know, because the majority of the people are going to start seeing it like, yo, they were healing people. They were doing all this. Nah, they can't be bad people like you said they are. They're good people, man. Hold on. We support them. You see? So they're going to be very careful how they deal with the men of the Lord. And that's what the fame comes in. All right.
Yeah, God, if I could say real quick too, like you were saying, all right, That's a beautiful thing. Hey, imagine the Lord does that, right? Let's say brothers get locked up, right? But then brothers get locked up, and on Saturday, the angel teleports brothers to their camp spot. Brothers prophesy, prophesy, prophesy. Cops come and lock us up again. Next Saturday, the angels put us right back out there. We prophesy. Just imagine how much of a mental mind fuck that'll be, all right, to these devils, man.
Mhm.
Okay, it's gonna be on some like, yo, what in here it is. They're coming in, then they, like you said, the report, they'll tell them, oh, they're not there no more. They like, well, what the hell you mean they're not there? One comes, yeah, look, they live, they back there outside, man. They what the hell you mean? Go get them. You know what I'm saying? They send the troops. They're like, go. They come with helicopters and all these different things, and they might come and get met with a surprise.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Lord might be like, nah, you had them in there once. I only had you put them in there so I could bring them out to show my power. But now you're not taking them back anymore.
That's
You
it.
know, Lord has many. Look, man, we're in the last. When the scripture said that in this Jeremiah 30:7 that this is going to be Daniel 12:1, this is going to be a time like never before. That means the miracles the Lord is going to perform in this time is going to supersede all that He did in the past.
Mhm.
Okay, to where it's going to be it's going to be on some, oh shoot, I was thinking on some angels, bringing me food type joint, but the Lord had me on some whole other type of vibe.
That's it.
Because that's happened before.
Mhm.
So, and the Lord likes to flex.
Yeah.
He's like, I did that before, man. Talk 1,000 ways to die. Boy, I'm the most high. I do infinite ways, man. Infinite ways to deliver. Infinite ways to save.
That's
What I'm saying? Let me do it this way, man. Make it more theatrical, man.
Gone. It says, for they fear the people lest they should have been stoned. They fear the people because the people are going to start supporting us. Like, time out. All that shit y'all was saying, that's not even true, man. Because the truth always comes out at the end of the day. You see? The truth always comes out, And remember, during that time, we, the prophets, are going to be looked at as their last hope until Yahushua comes down. So people are going to be supporting us because we're not the only ones who are getting pressed. Everybody's getting pressed. Everybody's in a situation. There's no food, there's no water. People are dying. People are going crazy. The economy is all messed up. Wars. Everyone going crazy, right? Those men are peaceful as hell. They're out here teaching that there's something better coming. Okay, and everything they've been doing, saving lives, giving people, manifesting food, like doing all these miracles. Yo, people are gonna be like, nah. And Jake is simple as hell. They'd be like, I just want to go with the peaceful crowd. At first, I know y'all was going crazy, but I was supporting you in the back just because I didn't come out right and just support you. But hey, now that it's here, we're all here.
Hey, who was it? Was it Nicodemus who came to Yahushua low key?
Yeah.
Nicodemus.
Yeah.
So he had to come, but he supported, but he came low key.
That's it. Hey, Joseph of Arimathea, the one who he gave the grave.
Right. His burial to burial spot.
He was a they called him a disciple. So he was a follower of Yahushua. No, he didn't come out and just be like literally following Yahushua on the ship and doing all these things, but low key he was actually following the Lord. Continue, says verse 27. And when they had brought them, they set them before the council. So they're gonna bring us to the council, man, to everybody, in front of the judges and everything, right? And the high priest asked them, saying, did we not straightly command you that ye should not teach in this name? So all them other camps and those guys who teach in Jesus Christ and all that shit, they're not gonna be bothered too much. But you teaching in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, you're the problem. You see, because now you're bringing Israel to their remembrance. That's the problem. Okay, there's a reason why we coined the phrase and the name Jesus Christ. It was to keep them docile. Now you're teaching the real name that has power. You're waking them up. We can't have that. You can teach whatever, just don't teach that. You see? Continue, it says what? And behold, ye have filled Jerusalem with your doctrine. Whoa. So now Jerusalem, Israel is woken up to the fact that they're Israelites. Because what? This is what the Israelites were going to go through. Now the understanding of what's happening is at hand. So everyone, the understanding that we have now, that's okay. We're reading the scriptures. This is prophecy. This was going to happen. When it happens, we know why it's going to happen. We know why it's happening because it was spoken that was going to happen. Guess what? Our people don't understand that. So to them, they're like, yo, yeah, I understand what you're saying, but there's always a but. This time, when that time comes, there's not going to be no buts. It's going to be, that's right. And move on. Next precept. That's okay. All right. You see? So it says what? You have filled Jerusalem with your doctrine. Okay. The doctrine of what? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. All right. And intend to bring this man's blood upon us. Okay, so they knew they were guilty. Okay, they knew they were guilty. Like, oh, nah, man, we're not trying to, you know what I'm saying? You teaching the name of the Lord. We're not teaching the name of the Lord. That means we're fucked. And then Peter said what? Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, We ought to obey the Most High rather than men. Okay, so that is the key. We ought to obey the Most High rather than men. So when that time comes and we get pressed, whether it be physically or spiritually, we have to be bold enough to stand in front of them and say, no, we ought to obey the Most High rather than men. That is what you're not denying the Lord in front of men, so He's not going to deny you in front of His Father, man.
Yeah, because what's it called? Keep in mind, those high priests, all right, they set up false witnesses to come and testify against Yahushua and have him crucified. So they basically put somebody to death that was innocent, and they tried to cover it up. That's why they when Yahushua rose, okay, and then the tomb was open, all right, they went and said, "Yo, go push the word that the disciples came and took him by night." They took his body and then went and hid it somewhere to give the persona of, he rose from the dead. And then they try to hush it up. All right, whatever is going on. Let's go back to regular society. Don't worry about it. You're asking too many questions now, But when you had the apostles going out and bringing the actual truth, remember in Acts 2nd chapter, Peter told them what? They're saying, man, the reason we're able to perform this miracles is because of Yahushua. All right, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, the same man you guys put to death. Okay, and then they got cut. So here it is. You're swaying the people's minds, and is affecting these high priests because they're like, no. This is the last thing we need to happen. We're trying to cover this up and keep it pushing, but you're bringing it back up. You're causing people to now follow what you're saying, man. That's going to put them against us because we crucified the one who taught you what you're saying. So we cannot have that. Okay, that is causing an uproar. That's going to have the Romans come and take away our power. It's going to have all of that. But what did Peter say? We ought to obey God rather than men. And that's why, like you said about the name, here it is. They said, look, man, don't teach them the name. Because once you call upon the name, there will be a response. The same way when you go like, or you go like, woof, woof, or something like that to a dog, you're going to get some response back. It's innate. So they're like, you can make any sounds you want, so long as you don't make the grrr sound, because we don't want that dog barking, you're good. But now you're making that sound, and you're making it louder, and you're making it louder. Godly, man, this dog is going to wake up. We can't have that. And that's what they fear, because they're saying, look, one person's calling the name of the Lord, 2 people, 3 people, the elders, the apostles, camps everywhere. Now you have people in Israel calling upon the name of the Lord. What you think is going to happen, man?
These churches are losing money. That's what's going to happen. People are going to flee from these churches. You're going to have people following brothers everywhere. And it's so we're messing up their economy. We're messing up their political system because people don't believe in politics no more. We're messing up their religious power that they had on people. So everything that Esau had his hand on as a means to deceive the world, that cover is blown by this truth, by this word. See, right. So now it's like, yo, that's why they're coming after us, because it's like, yo, that shit that y'all teaching, look, it's fucking us up. It's messing up our kingdom. We're losing sleep. We're losing sleep. We're losing brain cells. We're losing life. We're losing hair. Yo, Esau's losing it all. They're losing thought process to even come up with bullshit narratives. They're losing it. You see, and ultimately they're gonna lose their kingdom. All right? This word, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words shall not hurt me. It's the other way around, man. These words are breaking your bones, man. You know what I'm saying? They're breaking your bones and tearing up your flesh. And as soon as the kingdom, we're going to hit you with sticks and stones. Right?
Them big ass rocks, too, right in the kingdom. 2 Corinthians 7:4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds. Like you said, that religion is a stronghold. All right, their politics is a stronghold. All right, their economic captivity is a stronghold. But through this word, we're pulling it all down. Okay, that is what's affecting them, because they're like, we can't. Their defense, like they're defensed. All right, how can you be on the defense and attack at the same time? How are we on the defense? By using wisdom. We're blameless. But we're on the attack. We're on the attack by using these words. So our defense is an attack. So they're like, damn, we can't penetrate their defense, but that same defense is attacking us, man. That's like having a shield that shoots arrows at the same time. So you're guarded at all times, but you're still throwing that fiery word at them, and they're like, damn, yo, this is getting, like, how are we gonna get them, man? You got it.
Gone. Hey, and as a result of us pushing this word, Yahushua told us that these are certain things that you should look out for because it's going to happen, which is persecution. Okay, again, going into prophecy. Okay, and also there's a reward for that. Let's get that. There's a book of Matthew, chapter 10. Start off at verse. Let's do verse 17. Start off at verse 16. It says, Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Right. So as we engage in anything that we're about to do very soon, okay, whatever narrative it is, we're supposed to be using wisdom, man. Now it's not the time to be, trying to show off that you're your mighty power Israelite. None of that, man. Look at Yahushua as the prime example, because you don't want to upset prophecy. Okay, you're not going to offset prophecy. You're going to stay in lane and do what the Lord has told us to do. Okay, which is what to push His word. Now He told us, as you pushing His word, these are things that's going to happen. Okay, so we watch Him, what He did. We cannot be Yahushua. Okay, you're not gonna have another scenario where brothers gonna be together and then another brother's gonna pull out a knife and slice another brother's ear off, and then the brother's gonna take it. Nah, that's Yahushua's time. That was his story. That was his narrative. Okay, we're gonna have our own narrative, but it's all written here that this was gonna happen. Okay, continue. It says what? But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. Yes, so you're gonna have people who, whether they be in our fold, our kingfold, or outside of that. Okay, people are going to look at it as a problem because they want to protect their ass. Okay, they're gonna be like, look, man, if I give you up, I'm Gucci. I'm gonna do that. All right, it's you go for you. That's it. Me and my family, and that's it. Okay, so yes, they will deliver us up to the councils and stuff like that. It says what? And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. So yes, we see that. We just read that in the book of Acts. That was the beginning of it, but that's not the end of it. Okay, continue. There's going to be more. Those same men are back here again to finish their course. Okay, it says what? But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak. Okay, we're not supposed to meditate on, damn, we got to go to the laws and try to find out. Technically, by law, it says that you cannot do this to a man who, none of that. None of that, because Esau don't be played by his own rules anyway, you see? So we're going to play by the Lord's rules, all right, whether Esau likes it or yes. It says, it said, what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. So the Lord is going to speak through us. Like how we go out there and we teach and the Lord speaks through us is the same thing, man. Okay, brother's gonna be saying things that other brother's gonna be like, oh shit, damn, brother, you know what I'm saying? Damn, brother, that was deep, bro. I never really heard that breakdown before. Damn, brother, you really thought about that? What? It's all through the Spirit, you know what I'm saying? You're giving crazy answers that's never been heard before.
Oh, like Stephen. When he spoke, they got cut to their spirit.
He got cut. And that's why they put him to death.
Yeah.
Continue, it says, for it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child, and the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death. Yes, and some of us are facing that now. On a lower level, though, it's not kicked in yet. This is just scary tactics. This is just the beginning. The water is just getting hot. It's boiling. It's about to get boiled up. It's getting hot right now. You know what I'm saying? So you already have people, family members, who are already looking at brothers funny, like, oh, I didn't know this is happening. Oh, so you're part of these people now? Oh, da. Meanwhile, if you wouldn't have heard none of this shit, you would have been understand that, what you guys are doing is right. Yeah, I believe what you guys are saying. You guys are right. The Bible is true, da. But let a little persecution come. Let people get a little uncomfortable. Oh, I don't believe what you're saying no more. You see? But we can't be of that mindset. Okay? Continue, it says, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. See, that's the key. Not because of anything else, but the namesake, man, because it's powerful. Okay, it says, and he that endureth till the end shall be saved. That's the key. You have to endure till the end. So right. It's a bumpy ride, but you have to endure till the end. Okay, it says, and he shall be saved. But when they persecute you in this city, flee ye into another. For verily I say unto you, ye shall not have gone over the cities of Israel till the Son of Man be come. Okay, so Yahushua is going what? He's going to literally deliver us, man. We could call it what's the term? I forget. If it comes to me, I'll bring it up. But literally, Yahushua is going to be that unexpected swoop that's going to just come in and pick you up, and you're going to be like, oh, I thought I was going to drop, and then boom, he just picks you up. You see, it says the scriptures tell you the righteous shall scarcely be saved. Scarcely.
John. Yeah. Hey, man. So, that's pretty much it. All right. Just remain your trust and your faith in Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, because they are definitely watching, man. All right. In the heavens, the angels, they're all watching, man. And you don't want to be that dude who is like, they all like, all right, cool. It's this guy's turn, man. Let's watch it, man. I know he's gonna have it. And then you turn around and bitch and moan and give in, man. It's gonna be on some like, damn, bro. Here it is. We all rooting for you to come and find out that you man, get out of here, man. Yeah. You need to kill his ass somewhere, man. So it's like you want to make sure that, look, man, though it doesn't feel good, this is the time. Not feeling good is you being on the spotlight in the eyes of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, because he puts you in a place where you don't feel good to see what you're truly made of, man. Are you one that can still fight, even putting aside fleshly thoughts, man? All right, and do what the Lord has asked you to do? If he knows that you can do it even when your life is at risk, then he knows that you're one of his men. Okay, that you value the Most High above anything else, above your life, above your family, above it all, because it's the will of the Most High. Okay, that is the mindset to keep, man. And you have to remain your trust in him, the same way Daniel did, the same way Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego did, the same way all the men of the Lord did, man. Trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man, because that's going to be very key. Okay.
God,
that's pretty much all I got.
Trust and faith. Faith in the Most High brings victory. Okay, faith in the Most High brings victory. We're gonna end it off with this. This is the book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 9. We're not gonna stop. It says, "Have I not commanded thee? Be strong and of a good courage. Be not afraid, neither thou be dismayed. For the Lord Yahweh thy power is with thee, whithersoever thou goest." Okay, so every step that we take from here on out till we get to that kingdom, the Lord said, don't be afraid. Okay, don't be dismayed. Don't be discouraged. Okay, be of good courage, strong. Okay, be strong. Okay, and the Lord Yahweh thy power is with thee whithersoever thou goest. He's gonna fight for us. Okay, we got nothing against these elites, those centurions who are gonna come against it. We got nothing against you. It's the Most High who has a problem with you. Okay, he's gonna use us to show you his problems. All right, so we don't know you by names. We don't know you personally. We don't care what you do with your life. We don't give a damn. Okay, but just know that the Lord has his eyes on this sinful kingdom, and he's going to destroy off the face of the earth. This is written in the scriptures. As a matter of fact, let's get them and close it up. Okay, so these devils can understand that. Look, man, this isn't of man. Okay, this isn't of man. That's why Yahushua said, "Well, I shall not meet thee as a man." There's a reason.
Concerning what you said, man, with the Lord's with you whithersoever you go. And King David said, where? Peter said, where shall we go, man? When the house said, you're going to leave me? Okay, and King David said, well, whither shall I flee from thee? Because the Lord is everywhere. He's everywhere. Now, one thing I will say is, look, just because you might be in a position where you're scared, you're shook, and you're praying and praying and praying, and you don't see anything happening. Nothing is happening. And all you're doing is just going through it. Guess what? That doesn't mean the Lord is forsaking you. All right, because Yahushua, even on the cross, he felt the presence of the Father leave him, and it felt like you were forsaken. But what did he say? Aliyah, but basically, my power, why is thou forsaken me? But at the end, we know that he didn't forsake him because the Most High raised him from the dead.
That's right.
Okay, so though it might not happen right there on the spot when you throw that first prayer up, it's all a part of the test, man. So maintain that faith. So you got it, brother.
That's it. We're gonna close out the book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 8. It says, "Behold, the eyes of the Lord, thy power, are upon the sinful kingdom." We all know what the sinful kingdom is. Babylon, the great daughter of Babylon, America. Okay, it says what?
Yeah, in this time, that's right.
In this time, yes. It says, "And will destroy it from off the face of the earth." Now, that doesn't sound fun. That doesn't sound good. Okay, nowhere, and ancient Babylon never got hit. Complete destruction. Okay, the Lord says he's going to destroy off the face of the earth.
Yeah, ancient Babylon is still there.
It's still there. It's still
by a different name, yeah.
Yeah, it says, "Saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord," meaning the elect. Okay, the elect are going to be saved out of it. That's why it says in Jeremiah 30. It says what? Yes, Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So the elect of the nation of Israel, the Jacob that the Lord is talking about here, is the ones who are going to be saved out of this, man. Which starts with the heads, the prophets, the apostles. All these brothers who come out there day in, day out and push this word in faith and sincerity and in truth. Okay.
Yeah, and all the elect out there with them, men, women, and children.
That's it. That's it. So the Lord is going to deliver us, man. We have nothing to worry about. Just got to stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. It's called
Right.
prophecy.
That's right. That's right.
Prophecy. Okay.
Right.
It's going to happen, man. So we believe this wholeheartedly. We're standing firm in our ground and we're waiting, man. The Lord is dealing, brothers and sisters, man. So we just gotta just keep an eye out, keep watching. He said, watch and pray. So that's what we
Always.
gotta do now. You know what I'm saying? Watch and pray. Be circumspect, know what's going on, understand what time it is, know what you're saying, how you're saying it. Okay. Always pray Psalms 19, verse 14. Let the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, my strength and my redeemer. Okay, so always remember that, man. Your meditations must be pure. Okay, everything like that, because we're in that time, man. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta put up our loins and get ready. All right.
Yeah. And you will see brothers fall, and you will see others fall down, man. But picture that battlefield. You got to get to the end, man. Because as much as this is a battle, as a brotherhood, the scriptures also say seek your own salvation. All right, not saying go ditch brothers and betray brothers, but when you see somebody that's weak and somebody that's selling out, somebody that falls and they're not trying to get up, you got to go, man. Okay, and you got to trust in Yahweh Hashem El Shai, and best believe those that are also sincere elect of Yahweh Hashem El Shai will be right there with you, man. All right. So with that, we're gonna end it here. Okay, Lord's will. This was edifying and exhorting, all right, and spirit and faith boosting to the elect, because these are the times, all right, that we're in, and you're gonna need to exercise that faith. So with that, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Machakudash. All right, until next time, Shalom.
Shalom.